At Oxford College of Business, we offer world-class business qualifications awarded by some of the best universities in the world. That's because all we do, all we are, is business education.
Good evening, friends. As all of you are aware, that Prime Minister of India has come at the invitation of President of Sri Lanka to participate in the International Vesak Day as the chief guest. You are all also aware that this is the first time this event is being hosted by Sri Lanka. It was a special event for Sri Lanka, and Prime Minister, in his approach of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, has specially come here to lend weight to the festival which is starting tomorrow. On arrival, Prime Minister was received by Prime Minister Wickremesinghe and other senior ministers. Amongst the ministers who were present at the airport, Honorable Nimal Sripala de Silva, Honorable Sajid Premadasa, Honorable Foreign Minister of Sri Lanka, and Honorable Malik Wickremesinghe. Following the arrival, the Prime Minister went straight to the Ganga Ramaya temple for lighting the evening illuminations. And there was a ceremony there in which Prime Minister received the blessings and participated in the ceremony. Following that, the President of Sri Lanka hosted a private dinner in honor of the Prime Minister. This was again attended by senior ministers of Sri Lanka and senior dignitaries, which included Honorable Karu Jayasuriya, the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Foreign Minister, of course, the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Honorable International Trade Minister, Honorable Justice and Buddha Sasana Minister, Mr. Vijay Dasa, the Leader of Opposition, Mr. Sambandhan, the Chief Minister of Northern Province, and some others, which during the discussions we can come to that. Following that, the Prime Minister received former President of Sri Lanka, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa, at his request.
I just wanted to add to what His Excellency said. The visit of Prime Minister to Sri Lanka assumes importance because it's a reflection of our common Buddhist heritage that we share, and our Buddhist linkage spans over centuries. And this is the second visit of Prime Minister after the landmark visit in March 2015. And at that time, he had visited Anuradhapura, Jaffna, and Talaimanar. And this time, he will be, I'm just taking off from where High Commissioner left. So he will be visiting Kandy tomorrow, the Temple of the Tooth Relic. And also, he'll be the first Prime Minister of India to be visiting the hill country region of Sri Lanka. So the program there is, there is where he'll be dedicating to the people of Sri Lanka a multi-speciality hospital, Dikoya, at Dikoya. And of course, he will be addressing also a public event, and then from there he visits Kandy. The visit is in the context of the International Vesak Day, but at the same time, although there are no formal given the Vesak Day celebrations for which he has come as the chief guest, there are no MOUs or agreements, no documents which are to be signed, but of course he has already had discussions today with the Sri Lankan leadership, and also you will have the opportunity also interacting tomorrow. There are several areas which were touched upon today during the discussions. I would particularly like to mention that the focus on Buddhism, how the promotion of tourism, the Buddhist circuit, and the connectivity between our two countries, and also the President of Sri Lanka mentioned about Bay of Bengal cooperation, which Prime Minister welcomed. And Prime Minister also assured of India's continuing support to Sri Lanka, and also that we will be a strong development partner for Sri Lanka in the coming days. And we are prepared to cooperate with Sri Lanka as part of Sri Lanka to contribute to Sri Lanka's growth and prosperity. As His Excellency mentioned a short while ago, it is in the spirit of Prime Minister's Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas that whenever we talk about projects, participating in projects in Sri Lanka, it is with a view that as responsible partners, it is also for the development of Sri Lanka. This is what the Prime Minister underlined in his discussions today. And I just also wanted to mention that in recent years, we have had a qualitative transformation in our overall relationship, and there is a renewed momentum that has been provided by exchange of visits during the last 2 to 3 years. So I would also like to mention that this after this recent visit of Prime Minister Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe to India, and following that, also last week after the launch of the SARC satellite, Prime Minister had a video conferencing with President Sirisena. And today, during the course of the discussion, it also space cooperation also figured in, and Prime Minister assured that India would be supportive in any activities related to space to benefit from the SARC satellite. So this is, we also look forward to enhanced space cooperation between our two countries. In the discussions today, and the discussions and the interactions which we expect tomorrow, we wanted to underline that it figures in as part of India's neighborhood first policy, and Sri Lanka continues to be India's focus as a very important partner, and we continue to and hope this visit will provide further momentum to our bilateral engagement.
You did mention that the Indian Prime Minister and Narendra received former President Mahinda Rajapaksa today. I'd like to ask you what came under discussion, or what was the focus?
Ma'am, as a democratic country, whenever Sri Lankan leaders go to India and whenever Indian leaders come to Sri Lanka, we always respond to requests for meetings. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa requested for a call on our Prime Minister, and Prime Minister kindly agreed. Are you looking for any specific issue?
No, I would like to know, Your Excellency, whether any topics came under discussion during the meeting, and you did mention that he was received at his request.
It was a very cordial discussion, and former President was very happy about the development cooperation which India has been extending to Sri Lanka over the years, including at present.